Good evening. Welcome to the lounge. How's everybody doing tonight? So, what are we going to talk about on this lovely Saturday night? I mean, some of you guys will probably watch this on Sunday, but what are we going to talk about today? So, it was crazy earlier in the week that two people sent me a video about Safari. So, I was like, all right, let me check this out because he was talking about like the title is like story time deadbeat. Hold on, let me make sure my phone's on do not disturb so we can get into this. All right, cool. So I found it very interesting because the people that sent me his two videos that he did was because I did a video on Father's Day. Talk about Happy Father's Day to the deadbeat dads and things like that. And it was interesting. I That was one of my personal videos talking about a little bit of myself and a little bit of being informative. And the last video I did was talk about like the red pill is the red pill dead, like the different levels of pills and things like that. So it's funny how, excuse me, how all these things were tying in together. So, as crazy as this sounds, and hopefully he hears this because, like a lot of us men go through that. A lot of us everyday men, like, because I don't watch Love and Hip Hop like that. I know a little bit of who he is, and it's not trying to diminish who he is. I know a little bit because I don't follow that scene as much as I used to and things like that. But I there's little things that stuck out with me from that situation even long before the videos that he made today. And as crazy as it sounds, I'm not surprised he made those videos because I'll never forget. And this was during my black pill rage that I saw this video when I guess she had a divorce party. I mean, like I said, if this gets to him and he explains or expands on where this event took place, that'll probably give me more context. But from the video I saw, I'm assuming it was her divorce party or she had some type of party. And she was on the phone. And like she was on the phone like this and everything. She was like, wait, what? That's all I get? That's all I get? I've been married. Like she crashed out on him. And when I saw that video, I was like, oh, she gonna make him pay. She is going to make him pay. That's what I thought to myself. I said it's a matter of time, that he's going to pay for not paying her because the sad, harsh truth is my brother Safaree, she saw you as a lick from day one. That's the reality of the whole thing. She wanted your financial situation. She didn't love you. She didn't do none of that. And from what people have told me about you, as far as you were with Nicki Minaj for like 14 years, those kind of stuff, and I looked at it totally different because I'm like, okay, and I guess in some circles they called you Mr. Minaj. I'm like, I kind of felt that's a little insulting, but people are who they're gonna be, so you can't control that. But when people send me the videos, that was the reason why they sent it to me. But I kind of knew this was coming. As crazy as it sounds, I knew this was going to happen because when I saw that video, like I quoted before, I just knew it was just a matter of time because she's punishing you for not giving the money that she feels that she deserves. That's that's the harsh reality of this whole situation. That's why you're going through what you're going through. And, and of course, I watched the video, and it was very sad, disheartening, because a lot of fathers go through that. Like they want peace, they want to be a father to their children, but they got to do it under duress. 'Cause pretty much a lot of these fathers nowadays, they are fathers under duress when they deal with things of that nature. And you know, I I know people that been dealing with that kind of stuff for years, because the narratives are always spun. Like like I said, because I don't know you, I just know, I guess, of your celebrity stature, and you just want what any other father wants. But that is the harsh reality. She never loved you. She never did. And you know what? She'll probably do a tell-all book 10 years from now, 15 years from now. But like, I never loved that nigga, because it seems like that's how she talks. That's how she operates. And she knew you were that nice guy before she even got with you. She knew that you would have been a good father to your children. She knew that. That's why she did it to you on purpose. Because you know why? She knows when the relationship end, the only real leverage she had against you is you wanting to be a father to your children. Because if you didn't want to be a father to your children, she would try to throw them kids at you in every turn and moment. You couldn't even take a shit without her going, "Hey, you gotta take these kids. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is you. This is you." But because you actually want to do the camp, and you take care of your kids and all of that, she's angry because you're not taking care of her. That's the real reason. She's actually jealous of the kids. Because I watched two videos, so I'm kind of addressing the videos in two separate. So the deadbeat one that you did, and like how you showed the rooms and things like that, that like, she's jealous. Your ex-wife is jealous of the lifestyle that your kids have. Because you know what? She knows you're the type of guy that your kid is never going to have a need or a want. She knows that. So she's going to punish you for it. This is all that this is. And that's the thing, because as I'm watching the video, and I said, damn, he's in that. Because remember when I did the levels of the pills in my last video, if you watch my last video, for my normal followers who have been watching my chronological order, he seems like he's in that purple pill stage. Kind of skipped the black because he's not angry. He's not raging out. He's trying to negotiate these harsh truths of who she really is. And I went into the comment section, and I said to myself, right, as I'm looking, I said, somebody gonna tell him he should have picked better. I knew that was gonna happen. Like I blindly said that before I looked in the comment section, and like a train that's never late, somebody wrote that in the comment section. He should have picked better. Really now, he should have picked better. Yeah, it's the trap that every guy falls for. Every guy falls for it. No guy is not acceptable to this kind of trap. Like, you get love bombed. They tell you how much they love you, how good of a guy you are, and all of this kind of stuff. Because she knew that if you really with somebody like that, from what I understand, because I don't know you in everyday life and all that kind of stuff, from what I see and what I understood, because when I saw the house in the video, I'm like, wow, that's a nice house, no shade, no shade. I'm like, wow, that's a nice house and all that stuff. She probably thinking to herself that could have been her. I could have been laid up in the house. I could not have to do anything. But like, so I don't know the intricacies of your relationship from start to finish. And so, with you doing the camp thing and showing the videos of how she is, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. Like I said, a lot of men go through this stuff. And like, when Tyrese came on the internet, you know, talking about that stuff. And he was talking about real stuff. He even went to jail behind it. You know, and what did they do? What did the women come out and do? They ridiculed him, should have picked better, the sundress bullshit, all that goofy shit. But the thing about that is these women know who that nice guy is, and they know when they can get a lick out of him. They know. They truly know. And that's the thing that us as men we have to stay on our guard about. We gotta listen to what they tell us. These women will tell you they crazy. They tell you that. Some of them was proud of it. Meet a girl in a bar or something like that. Yeah, I'm crazy. I be check, please. That's what you need to do. That's as men. That's what we need to start doing. When they be like, I'm crazy, or they talk about their relationship, you need to stop looking at them ass and titties and start listening to what the hell they're saying, because they're telling you everything about themselves. It's just you not choosing to listen. Or the other thing that comes into play. You think you can change them. Gentlemen, no, you cannot. You cannot change the people who they are. They have to be the ones that want to change themselves. You can't do it. I mean, you could probably facilitate the lifestyle. I mean, I wouldn't even dare say you can help. You could be an influence, because there's a difference between helping and being an influence. Because people need to be better for themselves and not for anybody else. And it is a shame to see him going through that situation, because it's messed up. And who's really messed up for it is the kids. Because them kids did not ask to be here. They didn't do anything. And it's crazy how people use their kids to levy a situation to better themselves. Because it's like, the child support is she getting. If she didn't have those kids, she wouldn't get that money up out of you. Because it seems like, from what I understand, I guess with that phone call and all of that stuff, when she was talking about that's all I get. I'm assuming she didn't get alimony, and I'm assuming because, like I said, I don't know the intricacies of that situation. Maybe you'll expand on that as you go along. So that's the deadbeat part of it. Like I said, I did a video about what is truly a deadbeat, like, and how men provide differently, because I mean, I'm just rambling right now a little something, but at the same time, it's just that when my friends sent me this video, they were like, oh, it reminds me of what you talked about and things like that. Us regular everyday guys, when we talk about those things, we don't get the same attention, And like I said, I'm glad you have tipped your hat in the ring for informative reasons, because you did address it with, having peace, that you're not necessarily looking for sympathy and things like that. I get it. You just want to tell your story. It's therapeutic. I said that earlier on in one of my early videos, that like me doing this is therapeutic. So it is therapeutic all around, And then being who you are and having influence, you might have a big fan that be like, what? Because he's going through that, I need to make better choices. I need to do different things in my own life, so I don't end up walking the same path as you did. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that's truly what it should be about. Like how I'm explaining to you that, like I said, when I saw your video and I saw all these things, and I'm just like, damn, man, he really don't know that she just saw him as a lick and doesn't love him. And I know that that's some harsh words. I'm not saying it to be messed up, because if she treats the kids like how you saying, and because I'm not there, even though I did the videos that I see, that's what I see, and yeah, but I'm not there all the time. But if that's the case, that also shows you that she never loved you, because you got to realize, when you create a child, it's both of you guys combined. So her treating them kids bad is treating you bad. That's what it really is. Because she doesn't like you that much that she might see your two kids and they might have a quirk that you have. Because, your kids inherit your quirks and all of that kind of stuff. And it might just set her off. It might enrage her because she sees you in them. So because, like I said, she never loved you. So that's why she treats the kids like that. Like I explained in my Debbie Dad video as well, that, if the men have the majority of the custody, would these women actually come around and do the things that the men are trying to do in today in 2024? That's the question that should really be asked, because I honestly think they wouldn't. Half these women don't even want these kids. They just see it as an opportunity to not work, get money, and lay out. That's what they want to do. And like I said, it's a harsh reality. It's a hard pill to swallow on that level, because you just want to engage your kids. You love your kids, and you want to do what's right for them. You do. Just like any other father, they want to do what's right for them. The ones that are actually involved and want to do, because you do have your small percentage that are not involved. They're just straight up not involved. But usually what ends up, how a lot of men end up not being involved in their kid's life, is because the mothers are the gatekeepers. See, they don't want to tell you that. So as these stories is getting out, and how you said, because I know you said, why are men turning to the internet versus going to the courts? Because we already know the courts ain't going to do shit for us. We already know the answer to that. And it's crazy how majority of people that probably told you to go to court are the women. And you know why that is? Because they get whatever they want in those courts. That's why their answer is always go to the court. That's why they tell you that, because they get what they want. But majority of men, they don't get what they want when it comes to family court. So we don't really have a voice out here. So this is our only recourse. And that's the whole thing. That, because I looked at Safaree's YouTube page, because I want to, like I said, I know a little of him. I don't know, like I said, his whole life story, his whole bio. And these two videos, they're the first ones that he really talks about, like, his kids and the situation that he's going through as far as with the kids part. Like I said, I didn't sit and watch everything on the channel. I probably will, because I know some of the stuff is music, some of the stuff, like, because, it is an unfortunate situation. And how you said all you want to do is peace and raise your kids. You ain't getting no peace. And you know why you ain't getting no peace? Because you did not take care of Erica Mena. That's why you ain't gonna get no peace. Because it really came down to taking care of her. She doesn't care about them kids. She don't. And I know people gonna run to my comment section and be like, well, you don't know that, and me. That's what you're gonna do. But it's the truth. Because my question is, because like I said, I didn't know the context because the way he edited the video, I didn't know the context. What you doing with a ladder climbing into somebody's house? And where are the kids? If you have time in the middle of the night to climb a ladder to bang on his door, where are the kids? And if they're at that house at that time of night, and they're young kids, from what I see, they're young kids. They're probably sleeping. So you climbing gates and fences, like I said, I don't know the whole scenario. Let's say the kids were over there and you took a ladder, climbed over to bang on his door. So you're at his house at an ungodly hour. Let's start there. And these are young children. So you want to disturb the whole household because you feel some type of way? But then y'all gonna be the same people that gonna be in my comment section. But she's a mom and you don't understand. No, I understand clearly. She don't love them kids. She don't care about them kids. She just sees that he's laid up in a nice house and them kids is in a nice house, and she probably has a nice apartment or whatever. So she not starving. She not hungry, right? Because people obviously know who she is. I mean, loving hip hop. I mean, you got to check from that unless you blew it on wigs and eyelashes and shit. I don't know what you do with your money. None of my business. But I don't think you hard up and hurt for money. I don't think so. So you see how he's living with them kids and you jealous. That's why you did all that shit. Let's call it what it is. And it's messed up. It really is messed up. You know how many women would kill for a man to take custody of the kids and let them be responsible and they can conduct themselves like pirates? You know how many women would rush at that opportunity? But I mean, that's just my take on that Safaree situation. I'm probably gonna tag him in this just so he can understand. Maybe he sees this video and just understands that this is how it's gonna be. And your kids are young. You in for a long ride, my friend. And it's unfortunate. I don't wish that upon you, but that's the reality of it all. It's a club that nobody wants to be a part of, especially depending on how you grew up. Because I don't know how you grew up. You just want to be a father to your kids, and I get it. And it's terrible. You'll get your peace somehow, some way, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Just know that there's a lot of men out here in the same position that you are, and it is going to be all right. There's just certain things you got to be at peace with. That some things you got to learn and understand and be at peace with that situation. And one thing is that I'm gonna give up one little secret that hopefully if women watch this or hear this word right here, this is the gem, this is the little secret. Stop fighting like these kids are going to stay 3 or 4 forever, because they get older and they see this behavior, they remember this behavior, and eventually they'll probably turn on you. You never know. So you got to be careful how you treat the parents as a whole in front of them, because they see this. You don't think they see this because, they're young and stupid. They don't know that these kids are smarter than you. Got kids 3 years old all on the phone knowing how to operate YouTube. You don't think they are observant of what you're doing? So, with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. I got a couple of shorts to make. It's going to be more content because I'm just excited to do more content. So, with that being said, have a good night.